that through appearances like today, fundraisers like today, where Donald Trump was in Texas raising money, not just for the Trump campaign, but drumroll please, for the RNC and the Republican committees, which benefits all these candidates that Paul Ryan is trying to protect. When Donald Trump raises money for the party, raises money. A lot of that money goes to the party, and that's fine. If you're doing a door-knocking program, for example, in Wisconsin, it also helps Ron Johnson, who's running for Senate. It helps the congressional candidates. If you're doing it in, sure, it helps her. See, they've been
team player. Does he believe Paul Ryan, Speaker of the House, come January?
Well, Paul Ryan is Speaker of the House, and that is up to the members of the caucus. We're not, but Donald Trump is not running for a congressman from vote on Speaker. So, but I appreciate the good wishes that we're actually going to be the next president of the United States to work with the Speaker. We want a Republican majority in the House and the Senate. There's no question. Is that we're still winning voters in their state. Well, for all of those states, some of them aren't even competitive.
As someone who works in GOP politics for a living, though, are you concerned at all that Donald Trump could be hurting the party down or burning the party down, not just this year, but for cycles to come? I mean, if there's a Republican civil war for the next 4 weeks and Donald Trump does poorly with win.
The RNC. I mean, the hand in glove. I talk to Reince Priebus several times a day. Sean Spicer is here today. Katie Wallace here often. We have that is the party, and we have a great relationship with the party. In fact, the party has provided so much of the ground game and field operation, data operation to supplement what we already had when I got here, and what we're building on. That we literally are doing it with them in these swing states. The RNC is the party, and the RNC is also helping these candidates, and we're helping them to raise money. And frankly, to field a candidate that's bringing in new voters in some of their states. So
when Donald Trump says on Twitter that he's glad the shackles are off, that he feels unshackled, what was he referring to specifically? When was he shackled, or who was he shackled or muzzled by?
So he gave an interview this evening to Fox News Channel's Bill O'Reilly, and I think he explained some of that, Anderson, where Mr. Trump said that he gets some people's endorsements and then they take them back, and then they beg him for his endorsement, he gives it in the primaries, and then they waver. And so, that's just not Donald Trump. Donald Trump among wishy-washy people who decide one day they want him and they want his endorsement, they support him, and the next day they don't. It's much better for him to take the message directly to the people. We welcome all Republican endorsements, no question. We'd be happy to have that. We'd be happy to have more fair treatment in the media. But I'm not going to find unicorns on my doorstep tomorrow either. So in the meantime, we're just going to continue to go with him as a master communicator and connector directly to the voters.
Monica Langley of the Wall Street Journal is reporting tonight that Donald Trump's strategy is essentially two-pronged, that he's trying to use the split in the GOP to rally his base and trying to depress Democratic turnout. Do you believe that that is enough to win? Do you believe you can depress Democratic turnout by going after Hillary Clinton, by going after Bill Clinton?
Well, I think Hillary Clinton's been depressing Democratic turnout. My goodness, why is this woman at 46%? She's like the magic 46. She's 46% in the new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll. She's 46% in a lot of these swing states. And pardon me, well, but Anderson, she's running as the first female president who has a sitting president and first lady, much more popular than she'll ever be.
Your candidate is below 40%.
Is that a question?
Well, you're saying 46% is bad, but 37% is worse. You asked me about Hillary Clinton.
You asked me if I thought, right, yes, no, one needs not be a pollster to know that. But here's the deal. I'm asking you why someone who has all these advantages, you're asking me how we win. And if Hillary Clinton can't enthuse her base and her turnout enough, can she win? She still doesn't have the Sanders voters. They're still angry at her, and they're more angry now than ever, knowing that how she insulted them recently. They're not going to be happy about all the pay-to-play that was released today between the DOJ and Friends of Bill, FOBs. If you're a friend of Bill, you can get in on those Haiti earthquake relief contracts. How disgusting. We should be focused on the Haiti earthquake victims, not on what contracts your company should get. If you're a friend of Bill, go read it. It was released today. I know it's not exciting news for everyone, but I'm sure the viewers will say it. And you're asking me how she can win. And I'm asking you, I'm completely perplexed by somebody who has most of the mainstream media for her, well, all the mainstream media, most of the media for her. She's got a sitting president, a sitting first first lady, far more popular than she'll ever hope to be, a former president, also her husband, a sitting vice president. She's got 1,000 people working in Brooklyn. She has all these states locked up, and she can't crack 50% and stay there. So we know we can do it.
So you believe by bringing up the Bill Clinton's past, by bringing up what you say is enabling by Hillary Clinton, is part of that strategy to lower Democratic turnout?
It's part of the strategy to remind people of who Hillary Rodham Clinton actually is. If others aren't going to hold her account for her full record, then yes, we will. And her record includes naming and blaming women who came in contact with her husband, whether it was consensual relationships like Monica Lewinsky, an intern in the White House, with him as president, completely debasing the office of the White House, the office of the presidency, or Jennifer Flowers' 12-year affair while he was governor of Arkansas, or these women who he sexually assaulted: Juanita Broaddus, Kathleen Willey, Paula Jones. He settled a sexual harassment case for $850,000 for Paula Jones in $1998. Anderson, the last time I didn't sexually harass somebody here at the campaign, I didn't pay him $850,000.
Your client, your candidate, has settled numerous lawsuits without admitting any guilt on a whole number of things. Are you implying that settling a lawsuit is implying guilt? Because if so, it means that your candidate is guilty of an awful lot of things, no?
For that, really, as governor of Arkansas, using